Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Private alongside Hayden Perez, and spring is here. The semester starts next week, but the athletes back from break, and women's tennis about ready to get into action.
Absolutely. We're already rocking and rolling. We're in practice every day right now. We're doing some two-a-days, just trying to get a little in the morning and then let the kids recover a little bit and get back after it in the afternoon. So they're all back. We hope they worked hard over the break. It looks like they've all got their timing and people are striking the ball well. So I think they listened to Ryan and I, and things are off to a good start.
Well, when you come back for spring semester, even though the semester's not started, but your season does this weekend, it's a nervous time for coaches to see how those athletes, if they got the workouts in during break.
Right, exactly. We instructed on some things to do over the break, and it's always interesting to see if they followed through. But right now, everybody's, their timing's there. It looks like they put in some work over the break.
Should be pretty optimistic this season. You've got a pretty deep team, and I don't believe you had any seniors off of last year's team, so a lot of returners.
Yes, we returned everybody, which is exciting, and then we've had 2 new additions, and they've been great. They really gelled with the team. The team chemistry is good, and we're looking to see. I think these kids are going to make an impact, and so that's always exciting.
You expect the 2 newcomers to come in and do something immediately, or will they work themselves?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I believe they're going to have an impact right away. I haven't made a lineup yet for Saturday's match, but I anticipate. I think they're going to be in there.
You've got 12 teams that were in the top 75 last year. One of the tougher schedules for women's tennis.
Yes, we discussed that with the team actually recently. We said this is not an easy schedule. I think 21 matches, so with 12, over half of them are nationally ranked opponents, and so that's challenging. And Ryan and I are responsible for that. We wanted to put this challenge in front of the kids, and it starts off that way. Yeah. I think 3 of our first 4 matches are against SEC opponents and nationally ranked opponents, and so we're going to find out where we're at right away.
Do you like that in a sense that there's no sense of I'm just going to kind of work my way into the season? I've got to be ready from the start.
Absolutely. If I had to do it over again, the one thing I'd probably do is schedule maybe a team that we feel like we could handle and get those jitters out. I think every coach, when you approach your first match of the season, you just worry a little bit about their nerves and their demeanor and can they handle kind of the moment, and 2 freshmen involved. I think you wonder about them as well. But I think we're doing some practice matches right now against each other, and hopefully they kind of get accustomed and used to competing in that.
Going to start it off this weekend at Arkansas.
Yeah, we're going to leave on Friday. It's going to be a pretty quick trip. We'll be up there, compete on Saturday, and come right back. But Arkansas is a great opponent. Like I said, SEC, nationally ranked. Our work is going to be cut out for us.
And then you turn right around Monday. You've got Ole Miss, and you'll face Tennessee Martin as well.
Yes, we're excited about that one. We've got a lot of people I think are going to follow us down there. Hopefully, have a good showing. It's only an hour and a half away, and both those opponents will be challenging. We'll have Ole Miss first. And we know historically they're always tough.
Biggest thing I think for fans wondering this year, we knew the transition with the Racket Club moving away. Where can they watch tennis this year? And you're going to be playing over at Eldon Rourke. Tell us where that is and tell us how that transition.
Sure. Eldon Rourke is in South Haven, so it's just a little bit south of here. From campus, it's about 20 minutes. So we make that trek a couple days a week, and we're also at Bellevue Tennis Center for practicing. Okay. But our home matches, will be at Eldon Rourke in February. We have the doubleheader, and then we're going to play at MUS outside in March for the 2 matches we have scheduled in March. We'll only go to Eldon Rourke in case of inclement weather. So being 20 minutes from campus, the Racket Club is probably 10 to 12, depending on traffic. So we're not that much further. It's great. They're very gracious and been good hosts. We get pretty much the pick of the times we want, and the kids have really responded, and it's a good facility.
Let's say, how has the transition been? Because I know the returners are probably used to just rolling over to the Racket Club and back. They knew kind of their routine. And it's a little bit different now.
Sure. Yeah, I think just a little bit further down. They travel together. They give rides to each other, and we're not all in one car, but they get to converse with each other and kind of build some camaraderie at that time. Oftentimes these kids, not right now, we're not in school, but when the season school starts, they don't see each other sometimes until practice time. So that time is really time to bond and get to know each other as we travel out there. We look at it as a positive. You try to make it, look for the positive and everything. And so I think they've really embraced that.
The exciting thing is, and the university put it out publicly with that video right over here next to the campus, the Wolfchase Tennis Center. That's something we we all drive by almost every day, but the renderings, once they break ground and get going,
Sure.
it looks like once that gets going and done, it's going to be spectacular.
We're really excited about it. And I think a little bit of the holdup is there was a change in kind of the layout of the facility. From the original renderings to what they're putting together now, they've just changed the layout a little bit. And so getting approval of that and moving some things around has just been taking a little bit of time. But we expect to break ground in late March or April. And after that, they've given us a timeline, and it should be ready fairly soon after that.
Well, from what it looks like, it'll be one of the nicer, if not the nicest, tennis facility in Memphis and Shelby County. And it's something, at least video-wise and renderings, you can go to your recruits and show.
Absolutely. We're using it in the recruiting process for sure. I think you can expand, beyond even Shelby County and Tennessee. We think this will be one of the premier facilities in the United States. I don't think, some of the clubs and places that we've been to, won't have some of the things that we're going to have. So we're super excited about it. I think it's going to be big for our recruiting classes that are coming in, but also those younger kids in our class right now.
All right, outstanding. Good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks.
That is Hayden Perez. I'm Jeff Brightwell with Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.